Hi, welcome to SBCU. Today we'll be talking about the Specialized Sirrus. This is the bike for the rider who's an absolute fitness rider. They want to get out and get a good fitness ride in, get their heart pumping. It's road heart city soul, so it's just as comfortable ripping through the city streets as it is out on maybe a century ride or some type of charity ride. So we'll start at the front end here. A lot of the Specialized Sirrus bikes do come with a carbon fiber fork. That's going to be great for you. It's going to absolutely decrease the weight, and it also increases the comfort level of the bike because you're going to be able to dampen a lot of the vibrations. From there, you're going to move into the actual frame itself. We do offer the Specialized Sirrus in 3 levels of frames. There's the Specialized A1 aluminum, the Specialized E5 aluminum, and then our FACT carbon fiber frames at the very high end. So with that A1 level, you're going to have a nice, accessible bike. It's going to perform really nicely, but it's going to be at a price point that you're able to get into that bike. Beyond that, with the E5, you will find that the ride will be a little bit lighter, and you'll also have a little bit more compliance built in there. And then finally, the carbon fiber is going to be the lightest and most compliant frame platforms for the Specialized Sirrus. It's going to absolutely be, really lightweight and allow you to accelerate quickly and go up hills with ease. One thing with the aluminum frames on this bike that's really important is that Specialized certainly could have just taken a pretty basic frame on these bikes, but knowing that these riders are true fitness riders and they really were some of the most discerning riders out there, we took a step to make sure that the butting of the tubes, so the actual aluminum tubes themselves, were butted to the most extreme measure to give a nice lightweight performance and then a compliant ride as well. So what that means is that at the ends of the tubes, you're going to find a little bit more thickness in the wall of the aluminum, and then towards the middle, where it doesn't need to be quite as strong, we were able to thin that out and give you a more lighter overall package. What we're looking to do with this bike is to make sure that we have a nice, fast, agile, but still comfortable ride. And I would just say that the big piece on this bike is that when you're looking to go fast, but maybe not looking for the drop bar performance of a road bike, this is the bike for you. All right, so how do we get all those great characteristics with the Specialized Sirrus? So starting with the head tube here, it was about balance. It was about making sure that we had a steep enough head tube that you had pretty quick steering, but also laid back enough that you felt very comfortable and confident when you're out riding this bike. Then we looked at the top tube. And we actually wanted to make sure that we had a top tube that really put the rider in a position that it actually mirrored the rider position and rider length of an actual road bike itself. So we wanted a nice roomy top tube for that rider to feel good on the bike. And then finally, the wheelbase. So the wheelbase on this bike is going to be a little bit longer than what you'll typically find on a road bike itself, maybe something close to our endurance road. But what that's going to do is still give you a nice, fast, quick accelerating bike, but it's still going to give you the stability that you need with a little bit longer wheelbase. All right, so let's cover off on a few of the features of the Sirrus here. So one of my favorite things is the body geometry, grips, and saddle. Absolutely the best way to make sure that you're comfortable hours on end with the bike. From there, the internal cable routing, it's such a great thing. So, a lot of bikes like this, the cables are just routed on the outside. With this one here, you're going to route the cables inside, which will keep them nice and clean. Plus, as an added bonus, it actually cleans up the look of the bike. So with that, keeping the cables out of the elements themselves, you're going to have great shifting for a longer period of time and less trips to the bike shop. And then beyond that, there's going to be certain times where you might have to ride in the rain a little bit, and hopefully you're going to use this bike to do a little bit of commuting to work on as well. So we do have the Sirrus ready for racks and fenders. So that's the Sirrus. So it's road hard city soul. Get out and ride one.